What would happen if you won the lottery? Quit your job immediately, buy a dream house, fly first class to Paris, give your parents a well-deserved gift. That's my plan. How about yours? Those scenarios sound amazing, don't they? We all know the odds of hitting the jackpot are incredibly small. But what if I told you that you could increase your chances with a method that's completely real? A method based on what's known as the law of attraction. I know, it sounds crazy, but I've tested this exact approach and it truly works. In today's video, I'm going to share with you the specific steps I've followed, not just to win small prizes, but to earn life-changing winnings. I'm not talking about $5 wins or a free ticket here and there. I'm talking tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. I went from playing the lottery just for fun to winning amounts that changed my life. So, if you're ready to stop wasting money on tickets and start using the law of attraction to win big, keep watching and do me a small favor. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel in the bottom right corner. Now I'll show you exactly how to do it. But first, let's listen to a true story about my cousin, Maria. Maria is a single mother of 2 kids. She lives in a small apartment on the edge of the city and works as a teacher's assistant at an elementary school. She's not lazy, she's hardworking, dedicated, and self-sacrificing. Yet money always seemed to turn its back on her. Every month, once the bills were paid, her bank account was nearly empty. She got used to saying no to luxuries like new clothes or a dinner out with her children. But then a small crisis hit, one that became the greatest turning point in Maria's life. One day, Maria's only car broke down badly. The repair bill was quoted at $3,000, an amount that felt crushing to her. She cried when she called me, worried and overwhelmed. But as they say, when one door closes, another opens. That was the moment she remembered something: the law of attraction. Maria said, "I'm going to try this. I've got nothing to lose." From that day on, every night before bed, Maria took a few minutes to visualize, not just dream vaguely, but see clearly. She pictured herself walking into the lottery office, holding a check made out for exactly $245,323.00, as if it had already happened. She saw herself wearing her favorite dress, with her kids by her side, saw the banker's surprised face, and felt the rush in her heart. In the morning, she wrote in her gratitude journal, not just for the big things, but for the spare coins, little gifts, and leftover change from shopping. She told me, "I'm training my mind to recognize prosperity." 3 months later, on a Saturday morning, Maria checked the lottery numbers. I remember her voice when she called me. I won exactly the number I imagined, not a single dollar off. Maria had won the jackpot, $245,323.00, precisely the number she had visualized. And the person most shocked by it was her. With that money, she paid off her debt, fixed her car, set up college funds for her kids, and took the whole family to Disney World. But the biggest gift she received wasn't the money. It was the unshakable belief that she had the right to dream big and to make those dreams come true. If Maria, a woman with no privilege, no special luck, no powerful connections, could do it, why not you? What Maria did wasn't just wishful thinking or blind hope. She didn't sit around waiting for a miracle. She acted on the energetic level, not just the physical one. And this is what I want you to grasp. This isn't about luck. It's about consistency of thought and emotion. She didn't visualize once and forget it. Every night before sleeping, she focused deeply on her winning scene with the exact amount and the real emotion. And you know what? Emotion is the glue that makes those images stick in your subconscious. She felt it as if it had already happened. It was no longer a dream, it was a vivid mental movie. Each morning, Maria wrote down her gratitude, not just for what she had, but for what she was attracting. She gave thanks in advance for the prize that hadn't yet come. Sounds strange? That's how the law of attraction works. The emotion you send out first is the frequency you receive back. Here's what you need to remember. The universe doesn't respond to your desires, it responds to your beliefs. When you repeat an image, an emotion, a frequency, deep enough and consistently enough, the universe has no choice but to align with it at the right time, in the right way, for the right person. And Maria, she didn't wait for luck. She activated alignment between her thoughts, emotions, and daily actions. That's when the law of attraction stopped being a theory and started becoming the engine that powered her reality. So if winning the lottery like Maria were possible, how much do you want? Don't just say, I want to be rich. That's vague, and your mind doesn't work well with vagueness. I'm talking about a specific number. Do you want $10,000 0 cents to pay off debt? Or $50,000 0 cents to start a business? Or, like Maria, $245,323 0 cents to change your life and send your kids to college? You need to know exactly. Write that number down, right now. Don't just think it. Write it clearly, firmly, like a contract with yourself. Then what? Put it somewhere you'll see every day. Your desk, your bathroom mirror, your phone wallpaper. Anywhere you can't ignore it. Why? Because the human mind learns through repetition. What you see repeatedly begins to feel real to your nervous system. And once something becomes familiar, predictable, and accepted by your subconscious, you'll naturally begin to act as if it's coming. So your brain doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality. It only responds to emotion and consistent signals. So when you repeat a number paired with happy, grateful emotions, you're training your brain to believe this is happening. And once your mind believes it, it begins commanding your entire body to behave in alignment with that belief. So after you've written down that number, what do you do next? You visualize, but not in the vague, fuzzy way most people do. No, I'm talking about detailed, vivid, emotionally charged visualization, as if you are living the moment. You get what I mean? You're not just picturing yourself winning the lottery. You stand up, walk into the lottery office, and open the door with hands trembling from joy. What are you wearing? What color is it? How's the lighting in the room? What does the clerk say to you? How do they smile when they congratulate you? Do exactly what I said. Like Maria did. Remember her? You see the check with your number on it. You pick it up, feel the texture of the paper, the scent of fresh ink, the light bouncing off the printed digits. Then you look over. Your child is standing there, eyes sparkling, cheering with joy. You hear laughter, applause, even the background music playing in the bank. Visualize it with all 5 of your senses. Why is this important? Because your subconscious doesn't know what's real and what's imagined. It only knows. This keeps happening with strong emotions, then it must be real. And once it believes it's real, your entire mind, energy, behavior, and environment will begin to shift to make it happen. That's why successful people don't just think about their goals, they feel them before they have them. And that's exactly what I want you to do, starting from today. Once you visualize deeply enough, now it's time to reinforce the belief. But how do you maintain that feeling daily? How do you avoid falling back into self-doubt or the inner voice saying, I'm not worthy? The answer is positive affirmations. Strong statements repeated every single day to reprogram yourself from the inside. Listen carefully. Repeating is not about fooling yourself. It's about reprogramming. Your brain has a region called the core belief zone, the place that governs how you see the world, act, and make decisions. If that zone is programmed by fear, poverty memories, failures, then every time you try to grow rich, your mind will resist. So I want you to begin with phrases like, money flows to me easily. I am a magnet for abundance. I deserve to live in wealth and freedom. Repeat them when you wake up. Repeat brushing your teeth. Repeat them while driving. Repeat them before bed. Look into the mirror and speak to yourself with conviction in your eyes. You're not lying. You're retraining yourself. I once told a student, if you've never believed in abundance, at least stop believing in poverty. And the simplest way is to change the words you say to yourself. This is a small step, but it can create a massive shift in your energy. And when your energy shifts, results cannot help but follow. Start now, gently, but consistently, like someone planting a seed in preparation for their greatest harvest. Now you've set your number, you've visualized every detail, and you've repeated affirmations daily, but there's one final factor I want you to deeply understand. That is gratitude. The universe doesn't respond to complaints, it responds to gratitude. When you complain, you broadcast a signal that you are lacking. When you are grateful, you broadcast that you already have. And the miracle is, when you act as if you already have it, you begin to receive it. I want you to start with the smallest things. A coin on the pavement, a cashback message, a surprise discount. Instead of brushing past it, pause, put your hand on your heart and whisper, "Thank you, universe. I am ready to receive more." Nothing is too small to be grateful for. In truth, true wealthy people express gratitude for everything, not because they have much, but because they honor even the smallest blessings. And that draws in even more. I often told a student, if you haven't received something big yet, train your mind to gratefully receive the small things with a big heart. And here's what you need to do daily. Write down 5 things you're grateful for each morning. Feel that joy as if you're already living in abundance. And remember, gratitude isn't just a feeling, it's a frequency. Emit that frequency and you'll be amazed to see the universe begin responding in the most unexpected ways. Now comes a very important section, which I call letting go, but not giving up. Imagine you place an online order. You don't stare at your phone every 5 minutes. You don't call the delivery person asking, "Is it shipped? Is it here yet? When will it arrive?" No. You trust it's being handled, you relax, and you keep living your life with quiet peace inside. That's precisely what I want you to understand. Ordering from the universe is the same. When you constantly check, doubt, and fret, why hasn't it come yet? You unintentionally broadcast lack, and the universe, like a mirror, reflects that back. More lack. So after you've done your part, let the universe do its part. Don't take over the delivery, it's not your job. What you do best is keep your frequency high, keep your belief burning, and continue living as if it's already coming. I often tell my students, sometimes what you desire isn't late, it's being carefully packaged to arrive at the perfect moment. You can't rush the universe's timing, but you can sync your heartbeat with the frequency of gratitude and peace. Letting go is the highest art of trust. And if you achieve that, you will not only receive what you desire, but often much more than you ever dream. My friend, here's something strange I've observed over many years of learning and guiding. Miracles often happen not when you're stressed, but when you're gentle. And that applies even to buying a lottery ticket. Remember this, and remember it well. You can't force the universe to respond, but you can invite it with joyful energy. Return to the simplicity of a child. When they play with full presence, not for winning, but for the joy of the moment. And you should do that too. When you buy a lottery ticket, don't do it from fear. If I don't win, I'll suffer. Do it with an inspired heart, with a gentle smile. Tell the universe, I participate because I know good things are coming. I'm not begging, I'm co-creating. You don't even need to overthink the numbers. Let intuition guide. Maybe the number you've seen repeating during the day, maybe a birth date of someone you love, or a number that just feels right. Don't force, feel. That relaxed, childlike spirit is what creates frequency alignment with miracles. I've seen many people win lottery prizes when they weren't desperate, but they believed, they were joyful, and they welcomed. And I believe that if you choose to play with that attitude, the universe will choose you to deliver the gift you deserve. Softly, but not superficially. Joyfully, but not without belief. That's the art of playing to receive, not playing to beg. My dear friend, if you're still listening to me at this point, it shows there's still a spark of belief inside you, or at least a glimmer of hope. And that's exactly what I want to awaken. The belief of someone daring to live differently. You now hold in your hand 6 simple steps. But what differentiates someone who transforms their life from someone who just listens and leaves it at that? It's the commitment to act. Write down the amount you want, no vagueness, no generalities. Be specific, as if you're placing an order with the universe. Then visualize, not with logic, but with emotion. See, hear, touch, smell, feel, as if it's already yours. Next, affirm daily, not as a mechanical habit, but as a solemn promise to yourself. Express gratitude, not just for what's coming, but for the small things you already have. Then let go, with the trust that a harvest does not arrive tomorrow, but it will come. And finally, play with joy, because you know the joyful are the closest to the universe. I can't promise you'll win the lottery next week, but I can say this: if you stay consistent with those 6 steps, the universe will start working for you. And the strange thing is, sometimes you receive something even bigger than money. It's a renewed belief, a stronger self, and a more powerful version of you. So here's the last question I leave with you. Are you ready to do this simple practice every day for 90 days straight? Are you ready to commit to yourself, not just to win the lottery, but to live on a different frequency, a frequency of belief, action, and reception? I believe you can, and so does the universe. Personal note, I am not advising you to quit your job or spend all your money on lottery tickets, but I do believe that the power of the mind, when trained consistently, can change both your financial trajectory and emotional trajectory. Miracles genuinely lie in the ordinary things you do daily, especially when you pair grounded action with a positive mindset. That's the end of our sharing. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or want to share your thoughts and feelings about the video, don't hesitate to leave a comment below. I eagerly look forward to your feedback and questions so we can discuss and improve together. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to help spread this helpful content.